Imagine you have exactly $1 million in your bank account. Today you wake up and there's a fortune in your account, $1 million. What would you do? Would you quit your job? Go on a world tour? Or would you say, we only live once, and spend it all freely? But wait. The real question is, could this very way of thinking be the thing that's keeping you from becoming a millionaire? In this video, I'll tell you not just about money, but also the mental code of wealth. Here are 6 habits that millionaires have. Mindset. Every change begins in the mind. What do you think money is, and who do you think has it? If you subconsciously see money as something bad, reaching it becomes almost impossible. Some of you believe that money is evil and that all rich people gain their wealth through illegal or immoral means, or blame their inability to make money on bad luck or fate. Beliefs like, wealth is evil, or the rich are immoral, build invisible walls in your mind. In fact, change always starts in the mind, so let's make our first habit a mental shift. Many believe that millionaires are just lucky or inherited their wealth. But is that really the case? According to a study by Ramsey Solutions, 79% of millionaires built their wealth from scratch. Fidelity's research puts this figure at 88%. So, the vast majority reached that point not through luck, fate, or inheritance, but through smart decisions. What does that tell you? Is it still logical to believe in the cruelty of fate and bad luck? You're exhausting yourself over things you can't change and convincing yourself that you can't earn money or become a millionaire. Think about it. How can I teach you something you don't even want? Remember, change starts in the mind, and without changing your mindset, your life won't change either. Millionaires don't just want money, they truly desire it in their minds. They don't dwell on bad luck or the poverty they were born into. They take steady steps and fight their battles, starting with the one in their mind. Unless you make space for wealth in your mind, you won't be able to make space for it in your life. Track your money. How can you manage money if you don't know where it comes from and where it goes? Many people receive a fixed salary, but by the end of the month, there's no money left. Some even go into debt. Millionaires don't do this. They plan their income and expenses, monitor their spending, and cut unnecessary costs. Millionaires track their income and expenses according to a specific plan and system. They prevent budget deficits and eliminate wasteful spending. Because they know this. If you want power, you must have the ability to control. If you want money, you must be able to manage it. So how do we create a plan? Let me briefly explain. Calculate your monthly fixed expenses, rent, bills, groceries, transportation, etc. Plan the remaining amount carefully. Never go into debt for ordinary expenses. Because debt can put you in a situation that becomes unmanageable over time. Keep your cash flow positive. This positive flow will be your strongest weapon in the next habits. Saving money. Creating a budget is important to become a millionaire, but it's not enough. To increase your positive cash flow, you need to apply 2 habits together. The first of these habits is saving. This concept fundamentally teaches us to be frugal and disciplined. As you already know, it's based on a simple principle. If your expenses exceed your income, you won't be able to become a millionaire. You should avoid unnecessary spending on clothes, gadgets, or eating out when you could eat at home. And you should save as much as possible without harming yourself. This will turn your net cash flow into a positive one. Income growth. The second of the 2 habits to increase positive cash flow is income growth. Remember, saving is limited. No matter how much you save, there is a bottom line and a minimum amount of money required for basic living. You cannot and should not go below that. But unlike saving, income growth can be unlimited. And believe me, after a certain point, increasing your income becomes an easier method than saving. Most millionaires have tied their income to multiple sources. They have obtained many side jobs and additional income streams. Because the more you increase your income, the more your positive cash flow will grow. Even if one of these income streams is damaged, the others will continue to generate income and maintain a positive cash flow. You need every penny you can earn using your skills, interests, time, or intelligence to increase your income. Yes, I know, it's easy to say. But what can you actually do? Of course, it depends on your creativity, but here are a few ideas. For example, do you know how to edit videos or cook? You can create and sell a course. Another example, you can do freelance work in an area you are knowledgeable and passionate about. Or you can work part-time in another job to increase your income. All of these are just suggestions, and you should think about what can be done for you and figure it out. But the key point here is not just to increase your income. It's to increase your net positive cash flow. If your expenses increase just because your income increases, you won't escape the cycle. So, we need to figure out how to escape this loop by increasing net cash flow without falling into it. Investing. You've made your plan, saved money, increased your income, and achieved positive cash flow. You're getting closer to becoming a millionaire step by step, but it's still not enough. Now the next step, investing. Millionaires know that you can't become a millionaire just by saving the money you earn, because every amount of cash you hold loses value against inflation. Saving money and waiting is like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it. It's a waste of energy and time. That's why you need to make your money work for you. Investing is the most effective way to grow your wealth. So, what types of investments can be made? Investment options range from real estate to the stock market. It's not possible to cover all of them in this video, but we can give a few examples. Real estate, stocks, commodities, mutual funds, bonds, or some retirement systems are all options. Each of these methods has its own pros and cons. That's why you should check out my other videos to find out which method is best suited for you. But all of these have one common point and secret: compound interest. This adds the power of time to your money, meaning your money starts generating its own money over time. Investment not only grows your money but also allows you to benefit from the power of compound interest. As a side note, to better understand the power of compound interest, I highly recommend watching the video I explained in detail on my channel, available in the top right card. Returning to our topic, the investments you make can significantly shorten the time it takes to become a millionaire. But no matter how much it shortens, you still need to be patient. And now, our next and final habit, the most important one. Keep learning. Contrary to what you might think, your greatest wealth is not money, it's your knowledge and your desire to learn. Because knowledge directly influences the growth of your wealth. For example, someone who understands the world of investing well gains an advantage by choosing the right stocks. But someone without knowledge either makes poor investment choices, loses money, or is forced to keep their money in low-yield accounts or funds. Or let's say you develop a skill and start earning money with it. That's the difference, the opportunity cost, the wealth you lose by not learning or improving. So how can you learn new things? By reading books, listening to podcasts, taking courses, or learning from the experiences of others. It doesn't matter how you learn, what matters is being open to learning. Remember, learning brings you one step closer to wealth. The most valuable trait millionaires possess is an endless desire to learn. This passion is the strongest driving force that helps them grow and develop constantly. Being open to learning, adapting to change, and seizing new opportunities is the key to unlocking the doors to wealth. Remember, growing your wealth is not just about money, it's also about knowledge. Keep learning because true power lies there. All of these are the habits that millionaires possess. Now start changing yourself and begin creating your own millionaire story. Don't forget, opportunities don't happen. You create them.